can you tell me when the world turns upside down, will you be? Help me turn it back around, it ain't easy. Looking at the same mistakes, will you squeeze? And we'll hide from the rain. We'll get a little. Good morning. Starting another week, even though it's Sunday, but you know the way these vlogs go. This morning, our friend was getting rid of an old bed and a bed base and a mattress, and we decided to take it. It's one of those things that kind of is lined with the way we think about things. It's like, instead of, if we can and if it's suitable for us, instead of contributing to the mass consumerism, if there's something that works, and like this is a great bed frame, the mattress is okay, which we're probably going to change some stage, but for now it'll do. The bed frame is absolutely fine. Why not take it and use it instead of somebody having to throw it in the bin? And you know, it just makes more sense to us that way. Like, most of the furniture here is either we bought second hand, or we're making it ourselves. It's probably a couple of things, like maybe the sofa in the living room is going to be a new one, because we want very specifically one that will be a very nice sofa bed as well. So you know, the mechanism has to be good. But having said that, if we find one that is comfortable and great, second hand, we'll absolutely take it. So yeah. Oh yeah, kitchen counters started yesterday. Let's put first layer of oil into that. Today's going to put a second one. Then we're going to fit the sink. We're going to continue with the bar. And this side here, this is going to be a tricky one because it's, the wall is a little bit crooked, so it's going to be a jigsaw job. This should be easy enough. Has a little bit of a maneuver thing at the end, but nothing we haven't done before. Right, let's get started. There's two countertops oiled. This one had a first coat, this one's had a second coat. So that's basically ready in 24 hours when it's dry. This is cut, it's gonna slot in here. Yeah, there's one more to do here, which is a complicated one because it's that wall is not straight at all. But we'll manage it. We'll get a little plot of land somewhere down the country, well set by the fire where men still are free. This ain't about the love you take, it's about the love you give. It ain't about us right or wrong, but it's first to forgive. I ain't scared of moving. It's a Monday morning here at La Base Matagusri. Yeah, yesterday we got a lot of the countertops done. We can't oil one of them yet. We actually had a problem with the product, the oil that you put on the countertops. We had a one kind of container of it, and it was great. The second one, for some reason, it wouldn't mix properly, and it just, we had to return it, so Natalie's going to go return to bring them back. So we're one countertop that needs one more coat, and there's another one where the cooker is going to be, we can't really do it until we cut the hole for the cooker, so we need to get the cooker to get that done. But it's in place and it's cut in the shape and size. I won't lie to you, I was very stressed about cutting those. You know, they're not crazy expensive, but they're still like, 200 euros per countertop, so cutting them the size if something goes wrong, that'll be on B. But I got them done and I'm very happy with the results. it did help that I got a brand new circular saw and a brand new jigsaw, so they were all, blades were all sharp, the machines were top form, so yeah, that helped a lot. Now let's get this week started. Jean-Pierre is doing the grout in the pantry, and that's the last thing about the floor in there. There's a few steps that has to be done there, and then the humidity problem that we had there, it's kind of been fixed, it seems. We think big part of it was the chimney here. There was cracks on it, and once the insulation guys covered all the cracks up there, there doesn't seem to be humidity the same way, and the humidity levels are going down, the walls are drying. We put a heater in there, we put a dehumidifier there, so then I can actually get into painting it and finishing that room, so that'll be great. Also, the water heater system is going to be in that room, so that's why we're kind of in a rush to get that room finished. Now today I've got a few touch-up jobs, then I have a little thing to do with the wardrobe, just to put a trim at the back of it so the stuff doesn't fall out behind it. And then I think I'm going to be starting sanding the ceiling in the living room, which is last ceiling to be dealt with. So yeah, let's get going. Oh yeah, this wall, this ceiling needs to be covered as well, so I might tackle that this week as well. Jean-Pierre just finished the grout here, the pantry room. Apart from the step up there, everything else is finished here. That's great. And as I said, the room is drying up wonderfully. I know it looks like bad here, but it is nothing compared to what it used to be. And you can see patches of dry coming through, so yeah, it's looking great. I'm really not making life easy for myself, but that's the way I want to do this. I'm going to be making the doors for these units. Also, we're going to get shelves put in there, which I probably have to cut and varnish. I'm going to have a nice bit of wood inside there, wood boards, and then the doors I'm going to make myself. It's going to be double door here, 20 door here, one door here, one door here, one door here. Then eventually I'm going to do the drawers as well. It's going to be here and here. This one's going to stay open because the fridge will be here, so we're kind of blocking it, so trying to get in there would be difficult if there was a door, but it'd be kind of open shelf. Yeah. So I'm trying to wrap my head around all the measurements, because you can't really use normal, well, you could use normal hinges if you did an MDF kind of a box inside of this unit, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to do it using just the cellular concrete. So I found these hinges, which I'm gonna attach the doors with eventually in there. It's a bit more old school look, which I kind of like as well, so I'm happy with it. So we have to do the doors. Now I'm attaching this countertop with a bracket into the bar. That one's already attached, and this one I can't attach until we oil it, but that's after the cooker arrives. Okay, Monday is going smoothly. Jean-Pierre left there in the morning after finishing the grout in the pantry. The floor looks very good right now. So since then I've been here alone. I've been there's a lot of touch-up jobs after we put the boards up or the countertops up. There's a couple of touch-up jobs and then paint jobs that I have to do. So they're done. That's firmly mounted with brackets and screws. Then I sanded bedroom door frame And turned out there was quite a few holes there because there was a couple of old sockets were used to be attached to it. So I had to fill those, and I have to wait for them to dry. Once they dry, I can paint them. And then I started doing the tile glue on this wall, this ceiling, and this wall. And they're now done. I have to wait for them to dry, then we sand them, and then we paint them. And that's the process. What else did I put up here? A little job. I put that in place. So now my plan is, let me turn the camera around. There's a little gap here at the back of the wardrobe, which I knew was going to be there anyway, but I kind of sort of realized that we actually might lose stuff there. So I'm going to put a board at the back of it going all the way along the back of the wardrobe, so whatever falls stays at that level. Don't go any further than that. So that's what I'm going to do now. A big piece of stuff here we can work it from. Then the door here, that's the door frame I was sanding. The door here, which is here, is now a little bit too long because we put the floor here and it gets caught up on it, and then there's going to be a ledge here as well, so I have to measure it, and then I'm going to cut a tiny bit off the bottom of that door. Natalie is bringing later on paint stripper, strip the paint off this door, and then we're going to repaint it. Then when those tasks are done, I did put a little bit of tile glue here yesterday on the wall. This is just so I can do a sample painting. We picked up a color for to do 2 walls of this room with color, and then the rest of it with the same ivory white that we're putting in the rest of the house. So I'm going to put a test sample on that, so Natalie gets here later on so you can see it, and we can debate whether we like it or not. And then when that's done, I got to start sanding the ceiling. So yeah, that's a fair bit of stuff for one day, but it is really taking off a lot of things off the list, so it's great. More of this kind of days, I'll be happy. Okay, the light isn't the greatest because the sky just turned grey and started raining, and we've only got this one light bulb, but this is a kind of sample bit on the same texture that we're going to be painting here. So it's still drying, so it's a bit shiny now, but we can let it dry and we'll see what we think of it. What do you think of it? Okay, Natalie's on her way to come and pick me up. But before we go, we're going to do a few things here. Anyway, so for those of you who followed these vlogs, I know that I've done a fair bit of sanding here. I got started on the living room ceiling. That's pretty much all I have to do. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to paint over it, so it's not going to be varnished, or it's not going to be whitewash or anything like that. It's just going to be painted because this is going to probably a little bit darker room, so we want it to be as light as possible. That's it. So I've done this section here. It took me about an hour, and I got all of this to go. But also, because I'm dreading this so much, I've been procrastinating by doing other stuff. It's kind of funny because I actually got a lot of stuff done. So that's the sample paint. That's done. I got the countertops set in. Natalie's gonna come, she's got the oil for the countertops. So she's probably gonna do that before we go. There's a lot of filling jobs here that I have to do. I got this whole wall done with tile glue. I got this whole wall done with tile glue, and the ceiling with tile glue. I got the trim for the bathroom door done.
I got the back of the wardrobe at the bottom. You remember there was a gap there? I got that all sorted, so that's all done. I cleaned the mattress. I sanded the door frame here, and there was a little bit of hole, so I filled it. I think that's everything. But yeah, one of those days that I just got a lot of stuff done without expecting to be doing in the first place, because I was kind of thinking of focusing on the ceiling here. But we'll get this done. We'll get this done. It's the last big piece of sanding that has to be done. So next couple of days, it's going to be the focus. Then paint it. Once that's painted, we're going to start on the walls here. And then the living room is going to get close to done. Well, yeah, we're thinking of putting bookshelves here, but we're thinking of making them out of silver concrete as well, because we like how they look. Oh yeah, that's our water heater. It's going to be installed into the pantry room. Possibly tomorrow. Yeah, Jean-Pierre was saying that tomorrow, so it's going to go fast. Once that's installed, it means all the plumbing can be fixed, because I have a bit of an issue here. There's our only water tap is here in the wall, but I need to build a unit here, and I can't do that until the water tap is gone. And until the unit is done, we cannot do the walls here in the dining area part of the kitchen. So basically this wall behind the stove, this wall, and then on the front wall there. It's going to be tight. But once we get the water switched on in the kitchen and in the bathroom, we can disconnect this, we cut the pipe, get rid of it, and then we can start finishing this. But once the walls are done here and in the living room, once they're done and painted, that means then we can start doing the floor here, which is then we're on a home stretch when it comes to the inside of the house. Anyway, quite productive Monday.
I ain't scared of moving rocks or cutting down the trees. I'm the kind of man who still does that just to be free. I don't mind when things get rough as long as we plant seeds. I'm the kind of man who still does that just for you and me.
Good morning from our bottom of the Gusby. Once again we have a deer in the field. It's 4 this time. Nice. I'm travelling gog on the skirting boards this morning. We're gonna need. Happy enough with them. So the continue still a little bit here and then around here. Depending whether to do the gog on the wardrobe as well. We shall see. But a big bulk of my morning has actually been this planning. And this is planning all the cuts for the drawers and doors for the kitchen. Yes, I'm doing it all myself. Roma and Jean-Pierre have been very busy this morning doing plumbing. We're installing this one. It's also going to be a little radiator here, just because of the humidity problems, which seems to be moving along very, very nicely. But yeah, this is a plumbing section right now. That's where the radiator is going to go. This is a good spot because that was the most humid spot, so should sort out the problem. I was meant to do the ceiling here before, but then the humidity came along, so we'll see what we do with it.
Okay, well, the gawk in the office done as well. Kind of hard to see behind us, but I kind of been moving stuff around because it's still full of stuff. I was meant to use these big boards for behind the closets, but in the end we didn't need them. So I don't know, anybody need them? We need to get rid of them soon, or hide them somewhere in a garage and use them for some other project in the future. But yeah, that's gone. 2 tubes of gawk gone between these 2 rooms. That really is like a final touches here. Wardrobe doors and a window ledge, and then we need to paint the door frame and cut the door, but that's coming. It's all happening. That's a water heater getting installed. That is going to be a one big step closer to where we need to be.
It ain't easy, it was never meant to be, can you see? World's crumbling on TV, I can feel it taking its toll on you, and I ain't buying that's the only truth. We'll give it all we got, take it day by day. We break from the rut and find our own way. Baby, if
Okay,
we
those are
don't
the shelves, not the cupboard doors, but the shelves. Cut them to 60 by 60, so we'll kind of just adjust a little trims on each and every one of them. But that's the way I wanted to do it, because I'd rather have it. I'd rather have them too big than too small. Awesome. Roma is stripping the paint of an old door that we have here, which we're going to reuse. It's coming off pretty nicely. That's a thing of beauty. A lot of plumbing going on. And a new radiator. I think everybody knows that this is a big moment. The toilet is happening. Wow! We haven't had a toilet in months here.
our own way. Baby, if we don't make it in the end, at least we'll know we never gave in. I ain't scared of moving rocks or cutting down the trees. I'm the kind of man who still does that just to be free. I don't mind when things get rough as long as we...
So my morning routine when I get here is to open the doors, open the shutters, make coffee, then open the grounds and the tool shed so that we can get started. And then I have an urgent need to go and pee. It's like the animal instinct to take market territory. Or could be just the 2 cups of coffee and a pint of Barocca I drink before I leave for here. Today's Thursday, and that means guess who's in the house? Dan's in the house.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we need to do. itchy in the eyes.
The things you make me do.
This is funny. Check out what it looks like with the light on, because there's the dust. There's dust particles in the air.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Be a break soon.
Oh, fuck yeah. This is what we've all done. So basically done. And this is what we have left. This corner here.
It seems like the Sahara Desert.
Yeah. My throat feels like I've been in the Sahara Desert. Can we get it done? Last bit.
That one's way better. That one is so much better than that one.
For this purpose, definitely.
What are you doing?
Filming.
No filming. And done.
It is done.
Dusty?
You reckon? Okay, Dan just left. I'm gonna stick around for a few more hours here to do work. Natalie's coming to pick me up later on, so get a little bit more done. But look what we've done. We sanded all the ceiling and we started painting it. Look. Really good day done. And I think I'm gonna get most of that, at least the first coat on tonight before the day's over, so excellent. This is our living room coming together. Kind of first real steps of getting it done. So that's exciting. Yeah. Thursday's going well.
We plant seeds, I'm the kind of man who still does that just for you and me. I ain't scared of moving rocks or cutting down the trees. I'm the kind of man who still does that just to be free. I don't mind when things get rough as long as we plant seeds. I'm the kind of man who still does that just for you and me.
Really glorious morning here. It's Friday. It's just me and Nat here today. She's not ready. She's working her job. So it's me really doing the work today. But that's good. I'm gonna be painting the ceiling in the living room. I think it's looking really good at the moment, so I think second coat will do. Also, we've been selected randomly for inspection by the Prim Runoff grant, so they're gonna be popping in today. Probably that's gonna have fun talking with them for a couple of hours. They're gonna check all the installations that we've done is good and the stove is good, and hopefully everything goes well. Should go. We're done everything by the book and we're all the paperwork in order, so there should be no problems. Again, a pretty damn wild week. Dan helped me with the sanding yesterday, and it really was such a big help because it's one of the jobs. It was the last bit of ceiling that I had to sand, and it really was nagging me that I have to get it done. And two people doing it, it didn't feel as much of a chore. And we had a bit of fun chatting as well while we were doing it. So that's done. Now painting it, and then we can start on the walls in the living room. So now the room is gonna come together very, very fast. So yeah. There we go. Let's get Friday started. That's the first coat. And I'm just about to start the second coat. It's making this room already much lighter. Starting to be an Friday evening sun here. Yeah, today's been a productive day. I got the living room ceiling finished, which means tomorrow we can start with the walls.
I got the bedroom door, which was an old door that I saw during the week. The room I was scraping and removing paint from it. I got that finished. I also had to cut a little bit of it at the bottom because after I put the floors in, it wouldn't close. So that's that done. What else? You know, painted that door. A little bit of paint missing because I ran out of paint. Painted one door frame. Painted the final color of the bit of wall that I did during the week, which was the front of the toilet in our dining room. I'll show you in a second that. And yeah, a lot of little jobs done. I think I'm still gonna cut a little bit of the pantry, the plasterboard bottom off, just to give it a bit more breathing room. It's looking much better. It's not growing any mold anymore, so that's a really good sign. And the room is really drying up nicely, so it's looking really good. That's Friday. Tomorrow, yeah, so it looks like tomorrow we're gonna start tackling the living room walls. That'll be probably a weekend job, but let's see how it goes. It's looking pretty good to me. So tomorrow, these walls, all of these walls, tile glue.
Okay, it's Saturday morning. We're starting early, brick or depot, before we head to the house. They got a specific paint that we use for the walls, so we come here to get that, and the specific hinges that I need that they have here. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, it's a frosty but a beautiful morning here. Natalie's dad is here for the morning. He's gonna be doing plumbing. Hopefully we get water connected. I think Natalie's gonna start with painting the bedroom door, and I'm gonna start with the tile glue in the walls of the living room. Got stocked up with all the equipment that we need, so good to go for a few days. Let's get started.
Guys, this is quite exciting. We have a toilet. We have a toilet. This doesn't still work, but it's gonna work on Wednesday. And check this out. We have water coming from a sink. And it's not leaking. Okay, front wall done. Starting on the long wall. Bit more to go. But it's a great start. Okay, the second wall is nearly done, just a tiny bit left. So we're gonna tackle this one. This here is kind of like a concrete render of some sort. I have no idea. Not very nice stuff, but it's easy enough to put on it. But this with black coat, so that's gonna fly. That's really easy to put on. There's only a couple of bits here that there's a little bit of a change in the level of the placos between the two, so I just have to make them smooth enough here. And then it's this big wall here left, and that's the living room done. Not sure we're gonna get it all done today, but we're gonna get very close to it anyway. Right, drink break.
You're the one who's got the keys to my broken heart. You're the one who can take me right back to the start. What's made out of cold ain't worth anything anymore. And the war ain't over till there's nothing left fighting for. From the ashes we are born. To the ashes we return.